Hi guys, good evening. I am live. I'm just setting up few things, and then you should be able to just give me 1 second. I'm gonna share my screen. All right, so I can see I am live, and guys, if you can see me on X, just give me a comment and let me know that yes, you can see me and my screen, and then we can get started. Should not be a difficult thing. I'm just waiting for more people to join in. Uh, Again, guys, if you're looking into my screen on X or YouTube, just let me know if you can see it live so that I can get started, and then you should be all good. Thank you, Mr. Rona, for replying. All right, guys. So today I mentioned on my uh, Twitter and in my Telegram channel both that yes, 5295 is a very difficult area to cross, and we spent almost the entire day on that range. And I also posted that we are making an evening star. And if you can clearly see, this is a perfect evening star. Evening star is finding some support at around 5 to 6 3-ish area. The next support is 5237, which is a 34 EMA. So unless we reclaim back 5286, which is the 12 EMA, I think the market is a little heavier and can come down and like test this 5237. It's not too far, it's only 27 points away. And we have GDP and PC coming on like tomorrow is GDP, and then we have PC on Friday. So if we do not hold this area 5237, I think the next support is really right here. This is a very big support, and it should be respected by the market. And I expect if we break 5237, 5100 is a very good opportunity to enter into any kind of long. Do not enter longs. And I mentioned specifically on my Telegram channel this morning that yes, avoid going long into the stocks because it is very choppy, and within like 5 to 10 point range, it was struggling. I initially had Chewy coming from the uh, yesterday some lotto $400, which paid really well. Then I went into Humana, and that's it. I did not trade anything else throughout the day. I kept myself because I've learned a very hard lesson after losing a good amount of dollars. That yes, once you're done, just done, be out of the market. So for me, I think 5264, 5263 is a really, really good area. Uh, if it loses that, 5237 is coming. 5263, if you want to try long, I would not. But if you want to, if you are insisting that yes, GDP comes out to be nicer and gives you some strength, then 5286 is a good resistance. 5286 to 5295. Any positive mood will come only above if we can cross this number. Right now, outside of like if you look at, let me just clear this and look at Finwiz heat map. I'm going to bring Finwiz heat map. And if you look at maybe 1 month performance of the market, you will see that outside of this technology stocks, right, the majority of the market is reddish. This entire piece is reddish. This whole piece is reddish. Now, this was a big contributor, the chip semiconductors, into the market move. This and second one was Apple and Meta. Meta is just showing up because it went down and it has gone up since the earnings. Now, one important thing to watch is if you go back to 1 week's performance, you see outside of Nvidia, these stocks were in 1 month, these stocks were green, but outside of Nvidia and maybe QCOM and MU, majority is red. This tells you that yes, market wants to give up. If Nvidia starts to give up, market will give up very quickly. So be very careful in this kind of environment, because if all the big sectors like healthcare, uh, you go to drugs, you go to communications like Meta is very consumer electronics, software, everything is weak. And today's CRM numbers will add to the worry more. The software technology, it's going to be really, really hard for it to sustain. Uh, Tesla is already weak, Home Depot is weak, real estate, industrials, Boeing is already weak, Caterpillar is weak. So if the stocks are weak, which would which individual item will move higher to manage the index? Right now, it is only Nvidia. It's a matter of time. Nvidia gives up. That's what I'm saying. If we lose 50 to 37, the fall will be very quick and can be really, really damaging. It could be like on Friday if we have PC which comes at higher, then this whole shebang of having one cut, maybe two cut is also going to be gone, and possibility of a rate hike may come back. Also, if you look at the DMI, which is one of the very important indicators, DMI, the black line is going down, down and down. It shows that even if the market is going up, there is no real strength in the market, which I just showed you. In the last 7 days, we have only one or two tickers which have managed to sustain high move, and as a result, the index is higher. Otherwise, it's weak. Plus, it's an evening star, a very nice evening star. It's a matter of breakdown. If it breaks down, 52.37, 51.98, and 5100 are very much possible. So any questions on ES? Because I really want to spend time on ES because people uh, just ignore the market momentum and then try to fight against it. I also had that same problem. And if anyone has any questions on that, please feel free to post it. I'll be more than happy to respond immediately, or if I'm not able to take it right now, I can pick it up and respond you back in a while. Then NQ, sorry. Uh, I'll go to NQ. And right now my bookmap services are not working. I have to request to Charles Schwab again to enable that. So for NQ, 18700 has been a pain point. It's not an evening star as such, but yesterday and today, look at the volume. This is a selling volume. Today we have so many sell orders that throughout the day we had selling which controls the market. Right now we are almost 100 points down. We're almost near a very important support of 18700, 18665, which is a 12 EMA. The moment we lose that, same thing, we'll open it for 18380, which is the 34 EMA. So in this case, now you can see the negative power is getting up and the strength is still there. So the green, which is the positive power because of NVIDIA and Apple, held high, but it's slowly coming down, and the red line is getting higher. So it's also showing a lethargy and a possible pullback is coming. Now, if you want to go long only above 18,775. Do not try long at all around this number. 18,665 is your range. If it loses that, try short. If you want to be a little risky and uh, try to take up longs, make sure you have a stop loss of 18,665. So 18,665 is your number to manage. If you hold that 18,665, it is equal to 12 EMA. If you hold it, you are good. If this is lost, then 18,380 is the next support, 34 EMA. The market momentum is weak outside of Nvidia, and today CRM has been a very like a bad ER guidance, and as a result, the stock is down almost 20%. So make sure you do not go heavily onto the long side. Also, let's do some scans. Let's see anything crossing 12 and 34 on. So Caterpillar tried to cross 12 and 34 today, and the Heikinishi is negative. So maybe a reversal is coming as we only look at the big stocks. PNC financials, I think there's a possible reversal coming. Mohawk Industries, possible reversal coming. So keep an eye on these two from a S&P point of view. Because higher the negative numbers or the positive numbers, like I mean to say, lower the negative number, higher the positive number. If there is an EMA cross or there is an inside day, the possibility of breaking down is high. Like last time we talked about Selch, it was 96. And what happened? From 96 to 77. There is a news, yes, but the chart told us that something is about to happen there. Let's also look at the inside days in my category. Then I'm going to come on. Inside days are there. Like look at -7 DKNG. Possible reversal is there. So I'm going to take a screenshot of this and post it on Twitter, and you can use it. I still do not like the name X. So I'm going to use Twitter and post the watch list for inside days. And anybody from my Telegram community, please make sure you ask your questions here because I cannot look at multiple screens at the same time. All right. So Google is inside day and Tesla now is weak and broken. So it's gone. Selch is an inside day. Also, like if you see my simple logic, open equals to high for the short in case of Selch. Tomorrow, I'm interested in two stocks very specifically. One is Humana. Humana made a very like big down move today on the basis of a news. It made a dodgy, and you can see the dodgy is on the higher side. It almost closed near the like the fair value or the value before the close. So it's a positive setup for me. And you can see that there was enough buying happening in today's candle. So I'm looking forward to it. If it crosses 347, I think the game is on for 355, 56. So keep an eye on Humana. If market is down and it goes to 338, 339, try to jump onto Humana. CRM had numbers today. Last time when we were talking about CRM, we mentioned that 266 is a very important area. It should hold, otherwise it can go down. So 266 is gone today and it's trading right at 227, which was the gap, 231, and the gap at 225. Tomorrow, keep an eye on this gap, very small gap at 225, 226. If it holds that gap, like, let me just clear this and increase the size of the chart. So this gap right here, 226. If it holds 226 and the high here is 225.50. If it holds 225.50, I think that will be filling the gap, and then there is gap at 216, and then there's gap at 205. If you see a rejection from 231 on CRM, you can go short because then it will create a big island. This was the last time it created a gap and it managed that gap. This time it is coming right underneath this gap. So if 231.35 act as a resistance, short it. Short it for 213, 205. If market is weak, this is going to be much more. Let's go for Apple. Apple is roughly an inside day, but I don't know for how long it's going to manage it. Uh, if it loses 189, it's short. If it makes 193, so right now it's on the lower side. Hammer in the top range. 190, 189 is a good area to try short on Apple. And I think on this chart of Apple, there's more consolidation which can happen because the volume you see the average volume has declined substantially in the last 10, 12 days. So when the average volume is declined, it has gone up. There's a possibility it may retrace very quickly. So 189, I'll keep a stop loss if you're a long. If you're short, 189 gives you an opening into 183 and the gap. Amazon has been weakest of all, as we spoke last time, that Amazon has to bounce. It tried, it failed, and again, it's not working out for Amazon. Today, it attempted to break out above 12 EMA, failed miserably. Like at one point, it was 184, but end of the day, it just gave up. So if it tries and holds uh, again above 183, which is the 12 EMA, only then try long. Otherwise, there's a lot of flow on Amazon. I did check that. Let me just show you that. There is a lot of flow on Amazon. And like not small dollar amount, it's some heavy dollar amount, which is there. The calls are coming into Amazon. Also, there were some really good number of dark pools, 299 million, 51 million, 99 million. which is some heavy dark pool happening right at the close. So I am actually watching Amazon on a dip. If it comes around 180, I'm interested in Amazon at that time, not at this juncture. AMD, AMD got like yesterday we went long on 175. We got out, but it was not able to close above 170, 180, and it failed. Came back, tested 12 EMA, and it's starting to bounce. So the 12 EMA is catching up for last 2 days. It's showing some strength. Uh, the moment we lose 162, I think AMD can fall very quickly. So be very careful with AMD. If it holds 162, it will try one more attempt towards 172. Otherwise, it can fall very quickly. Then let's pick up, give me a stock which you want me to cover. Let me look at the watch list. Mm, I think people are interested in Selch. So am I. It did made a lower low, like higher low, and it's trying to hold this 78, 79 area. Still possibility to cross 84 and 87 in the next few days. The negativity will only start if it starts to lose 75. 75, 76, if it loses, then it's a issue. Right now it has filled a very small gap, which is right here, and then held. So I'm looking forward for sales to hold 76. Then we can pick up Google. Google is very nicely holding the 12 EMA 174 area, and it's an inside day. It's doing a consolidation, and the volume is rising. You can see the consolidation happening and the volume is rising. If I have to choose anything going higher, I would choose Google. I'm definitely positive on Google. It has too much potential, and if it has to go, uh, this is the area where it will bounce. And I am just changing my, so this was my, I am activating this drawing, taking it right here to the lowest end. Right now you see it's finding resistance right at the right times, and it's holding up very beautifully. Very beautiful chart, going up with increase in the volume. I'm looking forward to Google. This is one positive trade which I would like to have. Meta, Meta has been like 474 has been a pain point. Again, a dodgy. It's consolidating in this range for almost 3 weeks now. With the deteriorating volume, with deteriorating DMI, everything is weak. It's waiting for some news or some catalyst. Either it will lose 470 pretty soon and go down, or it will consolidate. Possibility of it going higher is difficult. Netflix, since 637, 635, my next target was 655. It hit that today and it's closed around that corner. Could not close above it. I think this is a very important resistance for Netflix 655. If it holds and act as a resistance, I would not short it here. I would wait for it to come back to 635 and try long again. Netflix is in a very positive momentum, so not a good idea to short it, but wait for the dip. And if a dip holds like around 50 to 35 something, then I would attempt a long position on Netflix. Nvidia, Nvidia again, like these are all my Fibonacci levels: 1034, 1154, hit 1155, could not cross. Again, it has done so much that I do not have any words for this. But at one point of time, this will fade, and this will fade really, really bad. Like you can see, it's going parabolic right here. It will come down much quickly than it went up. This is unsustainable, and I don't want to go more here. But 1155 is a resistance. If it fails, 1087 below 1133. If it loses 1133, 1134 for tomorrow's candle, or let's say 1130, potential to go down is high on NVIDIA. Someone is asking PDD. PDD is a good trade. It's holding the 12 EMA 147 area. It was away, made an evening star, and then went down from right there. I think 145. Let it come to 145, 146 if market is weak. And you can see that when it went down, the volume has also come down. So it's going down with reducing volume, which means that yes, it is still positive. It's negative or negative is positive. All right, then what? Microsoft. Microsoft is struggling to cross 431. It's not able to. Like that's a 61.8 Fibonacci area. It's not able to cross. It may come to 424, 425 with CRM. If it holds here, it's all right. If it doesn't, I will not try long on Microsoft. It's kind of a no trade for me. Tomorrow we have Dell. Last time when I did Dell, I turned like 200 into 15,000. Luckily, my 115 calls of $200 went on to make 15,000. This time again, it has run parabolic with some massive volume in backing it up even today. So it's totally up to you whether you want to risk it here. Uh, the place is 186 and then 236. It has rallied a lot uh, since NVIDIA you have mentioned about Dell and Dell, and the rally has been non-stop. 95, 94 it was into the earnings last time, and it's like 180, almost 100%. Too much moved. Tactically, I'm not going to trade it. Ulta, I am positive here. It's making dodges at the bottom from 574 to 378. If it crosses 386, it's not able to cross 386, which is a 12 EMA. If it does, I think there's a very much potential into Ulta. Right now, it's extremely sold, uh, too much negative, making dodges and dodges. So change of dodges can lead to a very massive move into Ulta. You can see ELF, you can see DEX, you can see ANF. They're showing some really good strength. And Humana, I mentioned, right? Yeah, it's Humana I mentioned. Any other ticker you want me to cover, guys? Otherwise, I'm pretty much done. Any ticker you want me to cover, I can cover that. And right now, market is breaking down 60 to 60, 50 to 60. All right, guys. If you do not have any questions or any tickers, I'm more than happy to say good night. I'll see you guys maybe as soon as next week because tomorrow is Thursday. Let's see if I have time tomorrow. I'll do a live game. Have a good night and I'll see you tomorrow then. Bye bye. Take care.